All right, I'm ready for it. Let's see it. Is she wearing like a Guns N' Roses thing?
Yeah, it's what Danny and Valentina got her.
Oh my God. You got her in pants, 2 weeks old.
Actually, they won't fit her much longer.
Rock on,
Happy
baby.
2 weeks, baby.
Rock on, sweet child of mine.
Remember, this is the song I played for her while she was in my belly.
I know, let me see these pants, I gotta see these.
I rolled them. So good. She got a smile and seems to me, remind me of childhood memories, and everything is so bright as a white, and everything is as bright as a bright blue sky.
The funniest part is Remi's gonna see this when she's older and be like, what?
I'd probably break down and cry.
The little butt. It was easier to get her in skinny jeans than it is to get me in skinny jeans sometimes. That's funny. For a 2-week-old to get in little jeans like that, from what I know, is actually pretty impressive.
Well, they're not real jeans, but...
Yeah, it's skinny jeans. She got some skinny jeans going on. It's actually not raining okay, so it was pouring earlier.
It's more like separated.
Yes, exactly. I actually woke up early in the morning. Okay, here's the funniest thing. I heard what happened this morning. Yeah, I thought I was dreaming. I thought I was dreaming.
I was laughing so hard, and I was like, "Oh, maybe I'll wake up your dad."
No, it was like literally. I'm not even exaggerating. It was. I'm not even kidding.
So loud. I laughed so hard.
And I thought it was I really honestly thought it was a dream or something like that. But nope, it was that one back there.
But it was so funny because I was feeding her, and I lay on the. I guess if you're facing the bed, on the left side of the bed. And so her butt was facing Charles's face.
Yeah.
And I go, oh.
Hear that? Listen, everyone listen right now. Do you hear that? It's the creepiest thing. All the dogs are quiet, except this one. For the most part, this one is the main one I'm talking about right here. This one. No chirping. No howling. No barking. Very weird. I'm uncomfortable. I think they're starting to realize that there's a baby here. Oh, there it is. There's the loudness.
We're getting ready to go for a walk, and I keep seeing little baby legs pop up out of the stroller. Oh, there's a foot.
I see a foot.
There's 2 feet. I just saw. There it is.
Hey, little one. Are you in your little igloo? Your little fort? When you're older, I'll promise I'll make you a real cool fort.
Hi. There's no food here. Rika's freaking out. Whoa!
Oh, there she goes. So today, we already said it, is 2 weeks. Remi is now 2 weeks old. Honestly, it doesn't feel like 2 weeks at all. A lot has happened in that short amount of time, but to be honest, it feels like one day. It does not feel like, right? It's going by super fast. We've been taking walks every day, so we get her to get outside, so that way she's not constantly smelling just air conditioned, which pretty much what everyone smells in or breathes in the state of Florida.
Well, it's just too, I think you want to get them used to walking with her and her used to walking with them. Obviously, like in these past 2 weeks of having her, we kind of felt nervous about neglecting them, so we wanted to make sure that we're constantly still giving them the stimulation that they need along with the baby.
So I've really been thinking a lot about this, and I've said it, the last 2 weeks have been like a whirlwind. It had me thinking about, the last 9 months, first finding out that Allie was pregnant. Unfortunately, that was such a chaotic moment, but we had, an after thing. We were able to kind of tell people afterward. I don't think we ever said what was really kind of funny. We went over to Corey and Kristen's house in, was it November?
No, October.
October, November. We went and stayed with them for a little bit, and we were in the car, and this is something that perked me up, but I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to stress anyone out. But
You mean me?
Yes. We were at the breakfast, and Kate called Allie and said that she was pregnant, and it was like everyone was like shocked.
But
and
what happened
awesome.
before that?
And Allie was in the back seat. She started getting like nauseous and sick, and I was up in the front, and Kristen and Allie were like in the back. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, Allie never ever gets like sick in a car. And then I remember Allie saying that you missed your period or there hasn't come yet. And then I was like,
but I said it always comes late, which
late.
is true because it's never been regular. I've never had, that's a lot of info for you, but it's never been a regular thing for me. It's always been 2 weeks earlier, 2 weeks late. It's always been that way. My
Right.
whole life. It's never been steady.
but in the back of my head, I'm like,
Remember I had to take a nap because I was really tired.
Oh, yeah, that
which
was-
never happens. I never take naps. Now I do, but
Yeah,
I
you did.
never took naps before. It was just really weird, and I thought maybe I was getting the flu, and I was like, "There's no way I'm pregnant. There's no way." And that didn't even cross my mind
No.
at all when I was at their house ever.
exactly. And then we got home, and we noticed Allie still hadn't had her monthly thing.
Yeah.
Then we got a pregnancy test. I think we've talked about this before. We got a pregnancy test. Allie did it incorrectly.
And I don't think I like peed on it properly, so it came out like inconclusive, and it said I wasn't pregnant. It said more
So-
I wasn't pregnant.
I had to go back.
Everyone
and
makes
get-
fun of me when I say inconclusive, but
Well,
quite literally,
yeah, no, I
it was
mean,
inconclusive.
'cause she did
Because
on the
it
wrong
didn't
side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't fully develop. I don't know how you say it, like produce the line or not the line. So then there's 2 in a box. I did another one, and I still didn't do it right because I was so freaked out. I made him go get more because I still hadn't had my period. I don't think I was like feeling necessarily weird or anything. I can't remember exactly what was going on. So then I had him go get another box.
Because those said that she was pregnant.
No, one of them didn't. One of
that's
them,
right.
remember, one of them, I still missed. I was so nervous, and I had no pee left, so I was like freaking out. And then I did another one a little bit later, and I peed on it, and it looked like I was
Instantly.
pregnant. No, not
Oh, that
yet.
was instant.
I
I
did
can get
like
my story
7 of
straight.
these. Remember, I did like 7 of them.
That's true.
And I was like, this one kind of said it like said
It's
I
not
was
a lie
pregnant,
either.
and I was like, oh my god, I have 3 that said I wasn't. I have 1 that says I am. This is so weird. So I got one that said in a box. One that it was like it gave you one that said you're pregnant, and then the other one that said, was either a plus or a minus or whatever.
And one was digital, wasn't it?
Yeah, the digital pregnancy one. So the digital pregnant one, I literally peed in a cup, stuck it in there, and as soon as it touched the pee, it was like pregnant. And then I did the other one, dipped in the cup. As soon as I did it, said pregnant. So
The chaos ensued. So we were thinking about like how that turned into this little guy.
and how scared I was,
Yeah.
and how scared we were. And
Terrified. We did that, then the first sonogram. Oh, wow. It's a little snowman. Remember that? And then that was a real kind of overwhelming moment, which is cool because we have, obviously, you're seeing all these clips. You're seeing like, we have all these documented, so when she's older, we can show her that. And then, what was the next big moment, I'd say? First, announcing. So if we
Did
first
we
found
hear
out.
her heartbeat in the first sonogram? No, because she was too small. No, you could see it flicker. You couldn't hear it.
Oh.
And then I think we heard it in the second one. And then.
Good thing it's filmed.
And then I think big moments were like telling our family and friends.
What the? Oh my god. Oh my god. What?
I am pregnant.
Grandpa?
Yeah.
Wow!
Because I'm pregnant.
Are you really?
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No way.
I'm gonna put a link to all these videos down there so you can check them out.
And then I think the next pivotal moment for us was
Announcing it.
was announcing it, and then announcing it, which was beautiful. Frankie did an amazing job helping us film that.
And then I'd say the next huge pivotal moment I'd say it was a life-changing one was when we found out we were having a girl.
I say like certain things, I knew I was having a baby, which is real, but like there are certain moments that made it really real. Like I seeing her on the screen, which for our first sonogram, I was like, okay, I'm pregnant, but I didn't get these like crazy, overwhelming, oh my God, I'm pregnant. This is insane. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that the
She
moment,
was the size of a gummy bear.
I think the moment that I had where it was like really like, oh my God, I'm having a baby is when I heard her heartbeat for the first time.
She was that big.
Yeah, and also, so hearing her heartbeat for the first time, but
just ate my baby.
also when I found out we were having a girl, it was like everything that we were wondering about and kind of imagining in our.
Sorry.
That's okay. And our whole life like changed in a moment. It was so crazy because
Sorry, I just choked on a
it was crazy.
So that-
The rest just kind of like
Yeah.
just
Then the
catapulted.
pregnancy.
No, delivery was insane.
And then seeing her for the first time. Like yeah, exactly. And then in these 2 weeks, I don't want to say stressful because it's been amazing, but as you can probably see in this household, it's not too bad considering this is our first child, but Allie's doing a really good
Decent.
job. But I mean, it's a hard thing to do. Okay, look at that. Like, sorry. Just had to show Luna.
This whole was supposed to be a 2-week update, but it's more like how we got from where we were to like finding out we were pregnant to where we are now. So that's where we'll make this. It's gonna be like a then to now. In the past 2 weeks, what do you like? Charles and I think have really adjusted relatively well considering this. We're like, holy crap, we haven't never had it. I think that we've adjusted pretty well, but I don't want to get all into that. It's crazy that it's already been 2 weeks since she's been born, and she's been home for like what, 11 days?
11 days, and yes, 11. 11 and a half, I'm sorry.
My beautiful baby, you're just so pretty. You tell I pee pee and I poop all the time. This is the craziest part. I'm in my princess tent. I can't believe it. I just said it. She's a princess.
She's a little princess.
I'd like to say that she to me is like, what's her name from Brave? Princess,
A warrior, princess,
a warrior
warrior.
princess. You're the coolest. You're not Xena though.
Not Xena.
Xena's a little too intense.
She can be,
Look at her, she said, please no more paparazzi.
she's
No.
Captain Marvel.
She's gonna be whomever she wants to be. She's awesome.
She's gonna be an astronaut. That's what I already said. I've already picked it for her. Nice, babe.
Hashtag mom life. I smell like baby vomit.
That was actually, Allie spent all this
So
time.
what's her new perfume?
You spent all that time getting ready, and then Allie goes and grabs her and just starts walking over here just to sit down and just pukes all,
I mean, literally, like, I
all
took a
over her
shower.
sweater.
I finally, like, took a shower and, like, washed my hair. Felt really good. Put makeup on. I felt like I smelled great. I put new lotion on. Sat down. As soon as I sat down, she just puked all over me and all over herself. And I was like,
This is the last video, and then we're gonna see you guys next week. But Allie had an idea, and I wanted to ask you. We were gonna do like an extra video, maybe tomorrow, to go up for you tomorrow.
you guys want us to do that?
We wanted to do something along the lines of, kind of along the lines of what we've learned, what mistakes we've made, and what we've done right.
2-week update.
There's like a major 2 week up, because today was kind of like a lead up to what has happened. Like an update of how we've survived, I think is the way. I can't go out here. If I go out there, it's gonna get all fogged up. And just after we said that, she goes and does it again.
Spitz.
Okay, so she's gonna be Captain Spitz from now on.
Mr. Spitz.
Mr. Spitz.
I
Okay.
feel like that's a character. Hi, this is Mr. Spitz. Hi, I'm Remi so Trippy, aka Mr. Spitz. I don't even want to call you Miss Spitz. I want you to be Mr. Spitz. What do? I spit up on everything that's important to you in life. I put my spell on everything. Hi, I'm Mr. Spitz.
So before we go though, I have to, speaking of Mr. Spitz, you guys remember, how long ago was that? Like week 1. Like when she giggled for me. No, she giggled. Week 1. No, okay, but yeah, Allie got it on camera, but the first giggle that we got, she was roughly 1 week old, and a lot of people will say, oh no, that's not possible, and things like that. However, you know, now we're 2 weeks. Now Allie finally got her giggling on camera. So Allie got the first giggle on camera, so technically the first proof, but I also got the first smile too. So I think it was like a smile/giggle is what I got. But I'm gonna say goodnight to you guys a little bit earlier because we're gonna go have some family time. I will see you guys. I think we're gonna do a video on Saturday, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. If not, we'll see you Monday, but I think we're gonna do it. So just make sure to click that notification. Did I say click? Click that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next video. All right, guys, bye.